in 2 minutes.
Hello.
How you feeling today? How you feeling today?
Oh, I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yeah,
Hold
so it looks
on.
like it's working now. Yesterday we was having some technical difficulties.
Okay. We was having tech. We having technical difficulties. Okay. Now, I don't know, but it says upcoming at 6:24, which is right now. It's 6:25 now. So it's telling me that we there, but I just don't know if. Hold on.
Well, on here it shows live. We've been live for 56 seconds.
Oh, we're good. I just
Okay.
went to it. They can hear us. Okay, y'all. We finally done figured it out. I'm gonna figure out this camera though, because I don't know what I'm looking at. Hold on, let me do this. No, because that's too far down. Let me do this. Found it. Found it. Okay. Okay, y'all. So as y'all see at the top, we just gonna go in that order. We're gonna go Braxtons, Huntsville, Basketball Wives, and then we're gonna do Love and Hip Hop. So we starting with Braxtons first. The first thing I want to do is talk about Tony heart issues. That's tough, right?
Yep.
She's also
Yep.
heart attacks before. If y'all watched the Tony Braxton documentary when she fell on, they actually showed that part. Um, and she got a stunt now, so she happened. So if she has the heart attack now, let me get my words out. It's gonna be real bad. So I'm hoping that I wonder if they can take the stent out and she'll still be okay. Like, is the stent temporary or do she have to have it in there?
I don't know the way she said it. I mean, it's going to be in there. She never stated, or maybe I missed it, that it's going to be 5 years, 10 years, or whatever. But she has some type of condition where, I mean, it can just trigger itself at any point, any point in time. So I know that has to be scary. It has to be stressful, but you don't want to stress out about it. You want to continue to live your life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
So. Hmm.
Next, Tamar and Carlos King. I thoroughly enjoyed watching it. I watched the full video. They did show some of the clips on the show, but a lot of people don't like Carlos King. I'm in the middle. I like his show. I like his shows. I like his commentary. So I thought it was a good sit down. He was very messy as he is. Asking her how she feels carrying the show, and Tamar was like,
Yeah.
"No."
No, I'm just saying, yeah, but I mean, quite honestly, Tamar did carry the show. I mean, I enjoyed everybody else. I really enjoyed when they just break out in song. Tamar always led those too, so she always put that extra in it. So, you know.
She did, and then now that the Braxtons is back on TV, they're showing like the clips from prior, and we really starting to see like, yeah, she was like the funny person. She was hilarious. She brought character. I
Yeah.
remember mom was in the hospital. She had I don't know what happened, but she had a neck brace on, and she came in the room singing, and everybody just staring at her. But it brought the scene like
Right.
at the song. But like even when she was pregnant, she was singing.
Mhm.
But yeah, she's definitely
Uh-huh.
brought it for
Yeah,
sure.
she did. So, but she gave accolades to everybody. She was like, "Nah, you came to, see Tracy, Tawanda, every,
And that's
Tony."
what I like about it.
Hmm.
I'm mad your
Yeah.
camera so much clearer than mine. I look like I'm in the
Yeah,
club.
I don't know. I don't know why that is.
Because normally I'm on my phone, but I'm on my tab, and I'm just looking at it like your quality's just so.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
Right.
um, Denim and Tony. Um, I like to see Denim growth. As we all know, he had autism growing up, and to see, you know, if even though you're autistic, you're still able to, you know, follow your dreams and do what you want to do. And I like the fact how he said, even though I'm your son, I still want a name for myself, and I can appreciate that.
Yeah, that's true. You know, there are different phases of autism. Some people are nonverbal, some are
Mm-hmm.
verbal. You know, as he is, you know, they're able to,
It's a
you know,
spectrum.
go to school, have a career. You know, it just really depends. You know, he was, you know, the blessed to be on that side of it. But yeah, I mean that is good. You know, he's coming into his manhood. You know, he wants to be independent. He wants to be known for, you know, himself. You know, he appreciates his mom. You know, he thanks her and everything. So yeah.
Yeah, and he looked
So,
nice. And then both of them, Tony, when she started taking pictures, she got right in the camera. She knew the angle
I
was
know.
everything.
She so did, yeah.
So she killed that. Killed that.
Uh,
Mhm.
but he did say, you know, you can post one of these pictures. So
Right, you
that was
post one
nice.
of them, but don't go too
Uh,
crazy.
So he did
Especially
let her do that. Yeah.
mhm.
hmm
Miss E. Go. You wanna start with Miss E?
Yeah, I enjoyed watching that. Her with was that Marla Gibbs, the judge. I forgot the rest of them. You know, I
So,
like seeing her in that element. Say
mm-hmm.
that again.
It's something Jean. Judge Maybelline.
You're right. That was Judge Maybelline. Yeah, Marla Gibbs, and I forgot who the other two were. But yeah, I enjoy seeing her in that element talking. Um, you know, being with her group of people, her group of peers.
I do too. It was nice
hmm
to just kick back, talk, had a little conversation.
Yeah. hmm
They
And
got. I'm here
they
for it.
what?
I said they
Oh,
got.
okay,
I'm
yeah.
here for it.
hmm
I ain't here for that.
And then the date to me, it seemed like it was nice. I mean, he wasn't her type. You know, she talked about how he, you know, had on the same color from head to toe.
She was dramatic, doing the most. But I thought
You
it was
know,
cool. Like I just feel like she just want him to look a certain way, and if that's not it, okay, I guess I'll sit here and eat. But I don't want no second
right.
date like that. But I liked
Yeah,
it.
I mean, I liked watching her, you know, in that element as well, you know. So hopefully they will incorporate, you know, more of that, you know, her. And I mean, I know it's mainly always been about her daughters, but she's on there. You know, you might as well give her, you know, a storyline. You know, let us see what's going on in her life.
And remember, Tawana put her on a date, even though he was 27.
He sure was. He was a little baby.
She said,
She was
"Baby, how old are you?"
right.
He said, "Okay, we can go ahead and end this show." I don't know what Tawana was thinking.
Oh, she wasn't thinking. Oh, you know, that was she was all the way wrong for that.
All the way. That's crazy. That's
Mm-mm. Miss Shirley.
but Tracy's son. I want to get all the way into it. Um, you got anything you want to say before I pull the clip?
Which one now? Just basically just going from the show. You can tell he's having a hard time dealing with it.
Mm-hmm.
I think at that time, you know, him and his dad wasn't getting along, and you know, the Braxtons for sure wasn't getting along with the dad. So you know, he just you can tell he's still grieving. He's
Yeah.
still grieving real hard. Um, they're there for him. You know, I guess as much as they can be. You know, plus he's going through a divorce.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so he has a whole lot on his plate.
Yeah, it's just a lot back to back,
So like back to back.
and that's what they think that the seizures are stress induced.
Yeah, I think they said he had them ever since his mom passed away. So
Mm.
then I mean that may be it.
And there's a video that's out that we go ahead and talking to. Did you see it?
I saw the video.
He came out and said that the video was old and
Mm,
that there was no physical violence. Even he's not about to gaslight us, but there
right.
was physical violence, and him and his son had a disagreement, and he just stood firm on it. That's pretty much how he felt. He felt like he was just disciplining him,
Mm.
but it sounds so nasty.
It did. I mean, it really was disturbing to hear.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not sure how old. I'm not sure how old. Did he say how old it was?
Well, he said that this was prior. But my thing is, if you hear him say at the end, he was like, "That's before your mom had cancer."
Right.
So this wasn't that old because she was diagnosed. What, in 2020? Well, I guess it'll be 4 years if she was diagnosed. So it has to be between 2020 and 2024.
Mm.
But he was asking if his wife Olivia could this is all alleged. Y'all see it's about alleged.
Right. Mm.
He was asking if his wife can stay, and he said no. And he said, "I never said that." And he said, "Yes, you did.
Right.
I asked if she can stay, and you said no." And he said, "That's before your mom had." My thing is, why is you beating on that boy for that? What was the reason?
I mean, I have no idea. It sounded to me like he said, I don't know if he said put up your guard, and then he was like, yeah,
He said,
that's what I want, and then you put up right, and then he was like, yeah, that's what I want, and then you just hear some smacks and stuff, you know. So
"It's
I
like
mean, I don't know. It had to be something more than just Olivia wanting to move into the house, you know.
yeah, it's like he been waiting, like
Hmm.
fun, just weird." Now I understand if your son's trying to check you and you like, hold on, I'm the father, but it's like that conversation didn't seem like it weren't that. That's why I agree with what you're
Yeah,
saying. It's something deeper.
yeah, it had to be something much deeper, something that was brewing, you know, for a long time, and it just came to blows. Especially for him to say it allegedly sounded like he said either put up your dukes or something. And then when he did it, he was like, yeah, now we can square off,
He did. I'm gonna
you
play
know.
just the end.
Hmm.
Yeah. He
Yeah,
said, "Put
so it
boots."
right. So yeah, I mean that's unfortunate. Well, I mean, I don't know.
And Tawanda, go and get Scratchy. If that show Scratch, where y'all at? Like for real, they doing all this protect Kevin, protect Kevin. Where's y'all at? No, I'm
Well,
ready to respond.
I guess it just depends on when it happened. That's the thing. We don't know. He
We
did
don't
say
know what
before my
happened.
wife's cancer, but whatever the situation is, that could have been before his wife's cancer. Not this situation. I mean, we don't have any concrete dates as to when it happened.
That's the
You
question.
know, it could have happened, and that's why they're so upset with Kevin.
Hmm.
You know, you just don't know. We just don't know because remember, Tawanda was saying she wasn't giving him a platform to speak on.
Yeah, she was very adamant about that. Very,
Right. So maybe it happened before then. I mean, we just and then the tape just now came out. We just don't know.
yeah.
But I thought I heard that they was in a better place now. So,
Well,
we
I hope
just don't
so.
know when it. Yeah.
He needs him for sure.
He definitely needs some. You know.
And yeah, the ending of Braxton's was just the whole Scratchy. You ain't never called that man Scratchy. And I've been watching the Braxtons this season, but I've never heard
And they did a
Scratchy.
thing, and it was like Tawanda was like, I always call him Scratchy, and her two kids was like, who is Scratchy? And then somebody else asked everybody was asking who Scratchy was, and it was like,
Tracy, her husband, he said, "I've never heard you say that." He got pissed off.
right,
I never heard you say that. And then they had a
right,
where they had them like type of tapes of her just
Uh,
lying about being scratchy. And then they
right.
got Martin and Gina talking about bald headed lies from that episode when they was talking about Tommy.
Right.
Oh my god. But
I don't
yeah.
know. Maybe that was between the two of them. Because she said she was a godmother, so maybe that was just the two of them. And
They
she was
were
like, yeah, because his
no
voice was always good.
damn.
Right. She was like, because his voice was always scratchy, so I called him Scratchy. And it's like, okay.
And it was funny, and I don't really care for Trina husband, but that took me out because he got pissed off. He said, I ain't never heard you. Like, what is you doing?
Yeah,
But
that must have been an inside joke between the two of them then.
that's what we gonna say.
Hmm.
That's what we gonna say. Um,
Okay.
okay, that's the end of Huntsville. Let's go to, I mean, that's the end of Braxton. Let's go to Huntsville. So we gonna break down this whole girls trip.
Okay.
Break down the topics that happen at the table, and this week we are gonna specifically focus on respectful cheating. That banter back and forth.
Okay.
So hold on, I gotta remember the name because I'm new. She an OG and I'm new. So hold on, y'all gotta give me a second. Y'all gotta give me a second. It was Melody and I know it's not Sunny. It's the other one.
Destiny.
There we go. There you go, shut up. But yes, Destiny. Destiny said, and she's the one that's cool with Martell. They supposed to be good friends for a long time, whatever.
Right.
She said that she was trying to help the girl respectfully cheat, which makes no sense to me, considering that she was hurt by it. Because my thing is, she would have been like Rashida.
Right.
We cheat, you know that,
Abs- absolutely right.
that's how you move when you respectfully cheating. Her, no, she
Mm-mm.
was angry, she was upset, she was calling him out. You could tell it was discomfort. She did not want that. Like that just doesn't make sense. So I don't know what she was trying to do with that. I don't know if she was just mad with her situation and where she's at. So now she want to shift it on Melody. But like, where did you get that from?
She probably got it from
Mark.
Melody's ex-husband, in my opinion, because let me calm down. Like you said, if she had been, I mean, and wives do, girlfriends do, when you're being cheated on, who do you go after? You go after the woman. You may call the woman, you may fight the woman. So yeah, they may have been conversations had, but not like, hey, from what I remember off of the show, based on what I seen on social media, the girl never said she called me, she wanted to be friends with me. She did say she called and she wanted to know when her husband was there.
Mm-hmm.
So she ended up getting divorced. So basically what she was doing was an investigation so she could know,
What's happening?
this is it. Right, what time it is, plus the girl kept calling her. She
Mm-hmm.
kept calling her husband's phone. So they're on the phone, like, what are you doing calling my husband's phone? Put your husband on the phone, stuff like that. But not, I'm gonna have him on Wednesday and you have him on Thursday. Um, you know, Nothing like that because when Melody first busted him out, she told him, she said, I didn't know. Well, first of all, let's go back. The reason why it was never, in my opinion, based on what I've seen off the show, it was never respectful cheating because the show was never going to happen because he probably was always cheating, but the show was never going to happen because she found out he cheated again.
Mm.
Carlos King said, I'm going to hold your hand all the way through it. Don't worry about it. They got back together. But you can tell she still had one foot out the door. She was trying. So they go to a couples retreat or whatever. So Melody brings up the is there a thing called respectful cheating, and everybody was kind of like, "Oh Lord, here we go again," because I guess Melody just kept bringing it up. I think she was bringing it up to embarrass her ex-husband
Mm-hmm.
because they had a prior conversation when they was talking about it, and she was saying, "I'm tired of you disrespecting," and all of that. And so he was like, "Well, you need to talk to the old women, to the older women." And she was like, "Well, you need to talk to the older men." And he said, "I did." And she said, "What did they say?" He was like, "They told me to find somebody that has something to lose, you know." And so she was like, "Oh, okay. You're not trying to stop cheating. You're trying to cheat better."
Right.
So she brought that up as an embarrassment to him. You can see he was uncomfortable because everybody else was uncomfortable because they was like, "Here they go again." Here she go again, with the conversation. But she, I
She
mean, she never, huh?
I said, because even though he tries to play it off, he know it looks bad, which is why he keep trying to fight with her about how it went down.
Right. And then okay, he kept apologizing for cheating. Even in counseling, he talked about his cheating. It wasn't until he knew that she was gone for good that all of a sudden he tried to blame it, trying to say that we both cheated. No, if y'all both cheated, you would have said that. When she told you need to keep your, in the household, you would have been like, well, you need to keep yours in the household. But none of that was saying. That's why you had never. That's why I say Destiny got that from Melody's ex-husband because that's the type of stupid stuff that he would say.
And then it
And
doesn't make
she's
because he cheated on her, and she said, I was talking to people when we weren't together. He said that's not the same thing because technically we still married. I'm not gonna sit here and play with you.
right.
That's not the same thing. Like, no, y'all wasn't married. The moment you cheated and went outside your marriage, everybody want to say the dotted line, baby. It's canceled. Once you do something to break the vow, it's canceled. And like that girl said, you just waiting on the ink to dry because that's crazy work.
Well, I mean, she took him back. She took him back. Obviously, she took him back a lot of times. So I guess in his mind, he figured she took me back before, she gonna take me back again.
Mm-hmm.
But she had enough. She said, when she had the last child, she knew that was it. I mean, she had been knowing that was it, but she knew she wasn't going back.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So, but yeah, that was just some stuff like rehearsed stuff. Just like when she said, what she say at the table? I can walk past Melody. Y'all can be with her. Some whatever stuff she said. It just seemed like it was kind of rehearsed. Like you on this lady's trip, you can't really avoid her.
When she said y'all could be next to her and I could be around her or something like that.
Right.
Understand about.
But then in the coming up episodes, you see her sitting at the table next to her. So
They just
it's
give
like
jealous. I'm not gonna hold you.
it's just like the rehearsed line that she said when Sonny. She was like, "You may have the ring, but I got his heartstrings." And then she gonna say, because he talking about me all around the town. It's like, okay, is he testifying about you in church? Is he at the barbershop talking about you?
All right, what you
Is
mean?
he at the grocery store talking about you? What are you talking about?
Right.
I mean, I don't know how Sonny and Moses gonna work out because them timelines don't work. But that's hey, hopefully they get tested. But
Okay.
you know,
Because that's nasty work right there. That's too close. He said
it's
October. It's always October, September. That was the overlap for me. But she said
nah, but when
but it stayed.
Destiny, I'm sorry, go ahead, say that again.
Go ahead. But it stayed to October. Go ahead.
When Destiny met with Moses for they sit down, he told her, um, well, they both agreed that they stopped seeing each other in January. So he had a birthday in April, and she didn't come to his birthday party. So he told her, let's just be friends. We You go you do your thing, I'm gonna do my thing. But she said, but you've been loving me all the way up to August.
Mm.
So
And they
August
got
is
married in
before. They got married in September, supposedly. No, they started dating in September and got married in December,
Mm. And that's why she said
allegedly.
you're single till you're married. I mean, he was dating and all that
Well,
stuff.
they both agreed that he was seeing several people. So, you know,
Oh,
Destiny even said,
just gonna automatically stop because the ring got involved. Oh man.
Destiny said out of her own mouth she knew that he wasn't her husband. What she said something, she stopped seeing him 5 months, which I guess would have been like, I don't know, January, February, March, April, whatever. So she wasn't invested in him. The hurt came, I guess, because now he's married to
We get storyline.
somebody that's close to her. Huh?
Mm. So I think we get into other storylines too. But go ahead.
Yeah. But yeah, disrespectful cheating, that's like you said, if it was respectful, there would be no arguments, there'll be no
She would be.
divorce, there'd be no,
It would be a full Rashida Kirk
right.
Frost episode.
Mm-hmm.
Because we all could tell that was her acting debut. I think she's trying to get into some Tubi movies. That's all that was for me. It was nothing serious. Like, girl, bye.
Right.
Yeah, they showed a
Uh-huh.
video of him cutting her hair. Talking about some, she don't need to go to the salon. And then everybody, oh my God, I wish I saved the comments. I wish I saved the comments because they was eating them up. Talking about some, she should have
Mm-hmm.
cut off. That's that dead hair that she grew from there. I mean, they was just chewing them up.
You talking about Rashida?
Rashida.
Uh-huh.
Rashida put a video of Kirk Frost with the 3 earrings, as Kate Michelle would say, cutting her ends.
Okay.
And everybody under the comments was treating him like she should have cut you off and cut. Everything was like a cut joke.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Now Rashida, she's so used to Kirk. They've been together since she was a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean that's all she knows. And I mean some people take that to death do us part, regardless of what you do.
A little too serious for me because at some point,
Right. It's a
some gotta give. I'm sorry, I don't care. Like some gotta give. Some gotta give. Like your self respect gotta be more than a relationship and a marriage, in my opinion.
yeah, it does, but like I said, that's really just all she knows is him. You know.
Speaking of self respect, we can go ahead and get into basketball wives and talk about Brandy Maxfield. If y'all have not seen my video, it's out now. Posted. But with her, I thoroughly enjoyed that last episode because she kept trying to fake it, act like she was happy. Like, girl, we know you ain't happy. That man cheated on you with 50 people without y'all fixing my life. We already been seeing that. So who's gonna be happy with that? And then she said she was staying for the kid. I always feel like that's a bad idea because the point is to have a happy, healthy home. And the parents could be in the same home and it can be unhealthy. So I
Hmm.
wanted to see that diet because they still could have went out. They still could have had family outings and still could have did family things, but just not necessarily in the home because I mean he still see that.
Right. Hey, Jason Green took and what is that?
Child, I couldn't even tell you. Jason the Green Tug Cucumber, Minnesota. We gonna keep going. What you call it? Yeah. So I thoroughly enjoyed it. He was like, "So what about?" He's like, "I don't want to move to LA." She said, "Oh, you don't have to." He said, "Okay, so what about me and that's not the focus right now." Come on, Brandy. Do
Well, you know
something.
what? I think
Like, good.
she's still triggered. She still hasn't. It doesn't seem like she's still, that she's forgiven him because she's so easily triggered when somebody says something, when somebody bring him up.
Mm-hmm.
So like you said, I guess she's like, I'm doing my own thing. He's like, well, I can't move, and she's like, well, I ain't asking you to move, but I'm taking our son. How old is he? Like 12?
I don't know how old he is. He look about 9.
Oh,
9.
okay. Well, she like, I'm taking him with me, so you know.
Yeah, I'm happy for her. I think this is a good move for her. I think as a woman, even though you have your family and everything, you should still have something for yourself. Like, still have your own goals, your own purpose. Like,
Hmm.
you can't just be following behind him. Like she said, she was just following him. Like, she could
Right.
have still been, working on herself. Um, So yeah, I just don't think women or men. I don't think neither party should stop working on themselves when they get into a relationship. I think both parties should still be, bettering themselves as they bettering themselves as a couple as well.
Right. Individually, as well. That's true. And it doesn't mean that you're doing it in case something happens. It just means that
Mm-mm.
you both have a life. You're both important. Both your dreams are equally as important.
That's how I see it. Y'all
This.
both knocking out y'all goals together.
Hmm. And I mean, it's wonderful if you can do it together. But unfortunately, you may not have a supportive partner, or you may have to do like Brandy did. Go on your way.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows what's going to happen in the future?
Yeah.
But that's the choice that she took.
Yeah. And it's time because she was waiting on him for years to start her stuff.
Hmm.
That irritates me. I get it if you have to, you have no choice. But
Right.
I feel like she had room to, like, she didn't necessarily have to pause her stuff, but because I get you got
I
to pick
don't know what.
a choice, but her, I just don't seem like, I don't know. I don't know what she was waiting on.
I mean, what was she doing? Because
That's what the
Right, because Jackie is just now starting a talk show.
mm-hmm.
Um, Evelyn,
I
bless
think
her heart,
look. I think she
she had
got
a
a couple.
book.
Remember, she had them come and try food. Was that this season?
Yeah, but I think that was pretty new as well.
Mm.
I mean, maybe it's something that she had wanted to do forever, and she just put it on the back burner.
And she just not did it.
Right, and she's just now doing it. Like I said, Jackie just now doing the talk show.
Mm-hmm.
Evelyn, um,
But nothing. I'm not gonna sit here and act like she really
Jenna,
investigated.
Jennifer just started her production company.
But Jen always had projects. She had the puppy clothes. Like she always was doing something.
Mm,
But I don't know what Brandy was. I couldn't even tell you because she was just a friend of the show, and then she was just like the fighter to Malaysia. And then it was
right,
just.
I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what Malaysia was doing when she was on the show, outside of the show, and then Brooke.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what she's doing outside of the show.
I don't know Brooke either. I don't know if she's doing either. The only thing I remember her doing is the magazine. That's when her and Drea got into it.
Okay, well that was a
Um,
while ago.
yeah, that was a while ago. But that's the only thing. I don't know if she just continued on modeling.
Hmm.
That was a huge cover to do. So I'm pretty sure she just did other modeling gigs, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. So, but yeah, they're gonna always throw Brandy's husband in her face because they know that's the thing that gets her.
And Brandy not wrong for snapping. Like even though he is embarrassing her, it's like how much do y'all expect that girl to take for real though? That y'all keep bringing it up.
But I mean, I don't even know if he's doing anything to this date. I mean, nothing has been out that we know
I mean, he
of.
did
And,
it
you
for a
know,
long time, to be honest. I ain't gonna hold you.
no, he has done it for a long time and with many, 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 many women. But
Woo.
Brandy has to get to a point if she's going to be in that relationship where what they say is not going to phase her because they're going to always come at her with that.
Yeah, that's true.
Always come at.
And then with you sticking with the man, they definitely gonna keep. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. But I mean, she needs some tough skin because she let all that stuff build up, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and then she ended up
She's lying to herself. That's why. If
right,
you
and then she ended
up
up forgiving.
your own insecurity, can't nobody check you on it. But if you ain't got it covered, they can check you on it real quick.
Right, that's what I'm saying. She has to get to a point.
Oh, we having technical difficulties. We having tech, tech.
Come through.
Hello.
Yeah, I had a call come through.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, she has to get some really, really tough skin on that subject. And then she has to talk back, you know, talk about Brooke, talk about Evelyn, talk about Jackie. It may not
And
be
she
what
does.
you want to do, but you know, you gotta get people off of you,
Yeah.
you know. Just like Laura told them, it's none of your business. And I would talk to her. And I'm never telling y'all. So y'all can go back and make up stories and you know, stuff like that.
No,
She
you
gotta
can't.
adopt that mentality.
She's like, I'm
Yeah.
sick of it. She definitely had a 20.
Hmm.
It's okay with the glass.
Right.
Um,
Yeah, but then like I said, she forgave Jackie,
hmm
you know. And this is an okay. She only wanted to raise 5,000, which to me that was very, very low. But they raised 5,000 something dollars. To me, they could have given that they could each of them could have given her no less than $1,500 a piece. When she was asking them to pay their money, it's like everybody was fidgeting with their phone. I'm like, y'all don't have no money? Well, you know what's going on? They probably gave her what a hundred. They probably only gave her like $100
That's like
because
a Real Housewives of Atlanta. And she asked if y'all buy my stuff on my website. And she said, nah, everybody act like they don't know how to work it out.
that's just what they was doing. They was fidgeting with their phone, and then Jaceel was like, "Oh, I do it when I get inside." Like, come on, y'all.
But nobody know how to take a picture of the QR code. Nobody know how the QR code works.
Right. I think they eventually did, and then Jackie was like, I'm gonna be the first to pay. Like, I wonder how much did Jackie pay?
Right. Because that was, to me, she should have did 10,000.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. All she wanted was 5,000. It's like no, since
My
you,
thing, girl, you
but I
could have
don't.
that yourself. I guess you just wanted like to show the world what you do. I mean, that was a good way to do it, but because that don't make sense. $5,000 and y'all got on about 80,000. Like,
Right, and clothes.
like that don't make sense.
Okay,
That don't make sense. Jennifer
okay, they clothes,
tab.
huh?
I said Jennifer alone could have covered the tab.
Yeah, that's if they had the money. Sometimes they really don't even have it like that, you know. But
That's true,
she
but
was.
I've always known her to always have it before this stuff even happened. Though.
I
Since she
mean, clothes wise, I mean, you can look at Jennifer and say she may have it. I mean,
and
but
then
that's just
things.
clothes.
No, she had her.
Okay.
She did. You don't think she had her own money? Everybody else, Tammy was
Well, no, I think Jennifer
Evelyn
did have her.
around with that store. I mean, she was the only one that was consistent since season one that I've seen.
Yeah, Jennifer may have had money, but I don't think they have it like that.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't know. I guess I just expected more. I'm thinking Jackie gonna give 5,000 on her own.
Hmm.
That was my thought process. I mean, I can't be in Jackie's pockets, or none of their pockets, but it was just my thinking. Y'all basketball wives, y'all designer down, you know.
Why couldn't y'all get her to five? I don't know. Like I said, she could have just used the show just to promote her organization.
So I'm wondering, I didn't pay attention. At the end of the show, did they give the website, if you want to donate or whatever?
No, but she talked about it. The owner of the actual organization talked about it. Um, and they just said they're able to test 1,000 people with
And do
show.
CPR testing and, training and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. But
Because
that's
didn't Shiny Son have something similar to that?
ooh, I think so. I
I
don't
know
remember.
he had some type of heart issue. That's $20,000 right there
Uh-uh.
to donate to her cause. I
No,
mean,
really.
it's a good cause, but I don't know.
I think it's just promotion. I ain't gonna hold you because 5,000. That's crazy. That's
That's what I'm saying is, but she was excited over. So hey,
mm-hmm. They
I'm
probably match
excited
it.
for her.
I hope
Huh?
so. I said I hope they match it later. But
Yeah, they may get a lot of backlash because
yeah, that's bad. That's real bad. But Shiny even Jackie is very delusional, and I blame Shiny and the rest of the crew. Excuse me, for allowing her
mm,
to be just so delusional. She came in here. What she say? I mean, I don't think none of them is mad at me. I mean, I think we all passed it. It's up to them. I mean, I didn't do anything. I think she's just so far gone, and they encourage it, and that's why she gonna continue to act
they
like that.
do they do encourage it.
And you clearly see they
Just
got a
like
problem.
Evelyn.
They just sitting over there.
hmm Just like Evelyn, nobody checks Evelyn. You know, Jake and Evelyn is connected to Shiny. So
It's a mess.
hmm
Pilot, I really didn't care for it. I ain't gonna hold you. It's not nothing I would watch. But maybe I'm just not the audience
who
for it. Jackie podcast.
somebody said she had when she bought that alpaca. You remember that show Zaboomafu?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said she had a Zaboomafu moment.
Talking about the greatest, the big girl. That was so disappointing. That was so disappointing. And she was so excited, like she really has a guest. A mess.
Well, I mean, you gotta be. You can't be on there and be like, okay, well, this is what they got me to talk to. She got to be excited. She got to hype them up because remember she paid for a hype person
Mm-hmm.
to hype up the crowd. So you got to be hype, and then everybody get a chance to take a picture with Jackie. You know,
I think she going to another field. That's just my opinion. And I don't know. Like I said, maybe I'm just not the target audience, but it's I don't like
I
it.
think that's kind of like the it thing to do. Just
Mm-hmm. Start a
do
podcast.
a talk show. Not do a talk show.
Yeah, Wendy
So I
Williams.
mean, hopefully it gets. Say it again.
I said Wendy Williams made it open season.
Well, yeah, so far nobody has been able to match her.
Nope.
She professional in what she did. And I don't even know if anybody wants to go that deep with people.
Tasha K is about the closest person.
Yeah.
She's the closest one, but she just don't have the connections that she had because she was on radio first, so she had
hmm
covered ground covered by the time she went to TV.
Yeah, but Tasha K has a really good following, following base. So
She
who
do.
knows? Tasha K may move over into that arena, or maybe not. But she definitely got a good following.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, Nene tried it. Um,
It will not be any Nene slander on Darkskinqqueen2.0 channel. Okay, we are not.
no, I'm not slandering her. I'm just saying Nene tried it. That's all I said. Nene
Okay,
tried it. She
don't do
she,
don't do the I
she
ain't never
tried
ever
it.
do Nene. I ain't I always had your back, Nene.
Mm-mm.
That's what. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully they have bigger and better things for Nene. I don't see her back on Roa. That's
Mm-hmm.
just my opinion. I don't see her back on Roa.
Mm-hmm.
But who knows? Who am I?
Elevated
But huh?
You think she elevated out of that, or you just think her and Andy? But I mean, Andy was the manager, and like they said, the CEO put her on. So honestly, it don't really matter what the manager say because she's already on E, which is their parent company. So I don't think the manager. I think the manager at this point has to just fall in line.
Well, I don't know. We'll see.
That's just
Nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible because um, what's her name? She's rumored to come on Basketball Wives, Royce. But I mean, I've only heard that from one person. Um, but I mean, Laura popped up on us.
mm-hmm.
So I guess they thought they was gonna get something out of her when they talked about the Shaq thing. But Laura was like, "No, you're not.
Right.
No, you're not."
I'm not finished. She know how TV works. So
Yeah, she been on it long enough. She know how TV works. You know, and I'm glad she said it.
yeah, I am too.
That's how you shut a person down.
Seriously, because it's none of your business.
She had them all sitting there like, who gonna say something? Who gonna say something?
Even what you
And
call it
then
was like, I respect it, but then had a problem the
r-
next.
right in the next few seconds, she
Crazy.
should honestly, Brandy should have just let it go. But I don't know. And Laura said, you keep trying to imply something. You don't want nobody talking about your marriage.
Right.
And Brandy just couldn't let it go.
Child, loving hip hop.
Hmm.
Last one. Let me remember. I think I'm gonna start from the end because I don't really remember the beginning. Carly Red. I wish Bambi really would have had her touched. Even though I think that phone connected, I hope it really did because that was so childish and petty. Like, yeah, they was bleeping out names because you could tell by Sierra's face she was really mentioning people like real people that's not even on the show, like her real life, and that's why she's like, "Girl, we got to get to the car. Like, what are you going too far with it?" And Carly, she called your man to surprise you for your birthday, and you talking about some she wants your man, and then it's now she wants your ex because she in business with him. I'm happy that phone connected. That's all I gotta say. I don't promote violence, but hey, look, that's crazy work. That's
But
crazy.
I mean, even Shekinah was like, she was like, Kai wanted to work with me, and I ain't sleep with him. I mean, everybody knew she was just talking off the side of her head, and you see how she was standing behind Sierra when she was doing all that talking.
She ain't move up. She Brand, she Bambi. I keep saying Brandy. Bambi was ready. Bambi was ready for her because you slandering her name, putting people on her. Mm-mm. That's
Yeah,
not
yeah, Carly naming people.
right. Boogie.
Yeah, but
What?
so they rolled back the tape, huh?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Cause I'm
So they
finna.
rolled back the tape because of her coming through the gate, and the gate fell on her, or the gate closed on her. So Carly is like she has to pay for that.
Mm-hmm.
And she gonna have the nerve to try to enlist Kenya. Kenya's like, girl, I can't even do that.
Yeah, she
Kenya
still
got
said
enough.
interest.
Yeah, Kenya got enough unnecessary drama.
But she couldn't represent her for real though, because it is a conflict of interest. You can't do that.
Right.
But I couldn't even hear Bam. That's what I was waiting for. Bambi response to, did you do that to the gate? Did you pay her back? Did you try to pay her? Like, what was the story? But we didn't even get to it because Carly's talking about me and she didn't slap with, and so she didn't even explain herself no more. She was just mad at that point. So I couldn't even get a response. Um,
From what it looked like, Carly was like, "I'm not paying for it. You sound stupid. You
mm-hmm.
need to get over it." From what I saw, she wasn't even trying to say, you know,
An explanation.
right. She would. I mean, when you, I don't know. I don't know if it was somebody inside the gate thing that closed it down, or it closed. It was one of them automatic things that closed down,
It
and
looked
maybe you got to put a card.
it was gonna stay up. That's what it, because
Uh-huh.
it down. So I think
Right.
she thought that card went, it was just going to stay up. I don't think she
Mm,
thought it was going to go back down.
right.
That's from the video. That's what it looked like.
Right. But yeah, from what I saw, Bambi wasn't trying to hear that she owes money for that gate.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, then Carly just started rambling off, stuff as she was standing behind Sierra.
I'm behind.
But
Mm.
yeah, Bambi done tried it. Bambi bum rushed Scrappy Mama. She bum rushed Carly. She don't wanna be stuck into that I always wanna fight mode,
Mm-hmm.
you know. If she wasn't trying to hear that she didn't owe the money, she probably should have just walked away and said, "Girl, you know what? Whatever."
Mm-hmm.
Because they was handling Carly anyway after she left, after the producers went and sat her down.
Mm-hmm. And with the whole Imani and Erica situation, I feel like after college, all that taking TVs and cars, that stuff over with. I ain't gonna hold you. That's crazy in college. Like somebody come up there talking about I'm taking your TV. Like, don't be that parent. That's all I'm saying. And then I feel like high school is a good place to start being more lax on your kids so you
Mm-hmm.
can see how they move and then monitor them. Because all the people that I know that had strict parents, just unbelievably strict, baby, they had a time in college because they wasn't used to that freedom. They wasn't used to just being able to go outside, but you know what I'm saying, come back home.
Right.
They wasn't used to being able to just be out. Like, oh, they had a time. And it's too late then. It's too late. They
Right.
ain't got to answer to nobody. They ain't got to check in with nobody. It's too late. I feel like you got to start that lax stuff in high school so you can just see how they move and then do that. All that taking TVs and cars, that's crazy. That's just, that's no.
Well, I really with a TV. I don't know about taking a TV, um, but a car most definitely.
No.
Especially if it's in the parent's name. Yep.
And that's
And
why
you,
she
and you know.
her name, and I agree. Because who even want to accept something from somebody if you feel like they gonna be playing with you? And it's college. Like college is not like high school. Like she said, give her some room. Like you gotta let her figure that out. This ain't no. It ain't that simple. Like sometimes it's hard to really adjust to it because the dynamic is different. The time is different. It's a lot of moving parts to it. So I personally do not agree with that. Do not take, especially in college, for safety reasons. I wouldn't take no car. I would
So
not.
she's in what year is she in? Is she in still in her freshman year, her sophomore year,
Only
or
a
what?
freshman. She just got there.
Oh, okay.
Literally just got there, and she said that her grades was slipping freshman year. I mean first semester, but she got them up. But she said that y'all still took the card from me, and now y'all finna take it again. And it's like y'all gotta give her room to figure this stuff out, baby. if all that taking the car, she gonna end up just giving it back. Like you should just have a line of communication and just talk to and try to figure out what's happening because
Okay, so
stuff.
okay, so just say for example, they decided to take the car again. I know she said she wants it in her name. Is she working? Can she afford to pay a car note and insurance?
We don't know if she is. We don't know if they already have an account set up for her.
Right, that's what I'm saying. We don't know. And then how far did her grade slip?
It
You
don't matter.
know,
Back. That was the point.
well,
She
it
said
does.
they
Well,
got them back. And my thing is, freshman year, y'all have to give people room to figure that out because it's nothing like I'm trying to say. It's nothing like high school. It's not on a schedule. Like sometimes you can get a little lost in the mix. You can get overwhelmed. It's like it's a lot because you walk in class and those are thousands of dollars. And if I fail, I still got them thousands of dollars on it and I got to go back. You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
it's more than just going to some school. It's just, I don't know. I wouldn't punish nobody for like their freshman year going to college. I would just try to adjust and see how we can maneuver or switch some stuff around. Like punishment at that age, I don't know. It's just a little overrated for me. But
I mean, but they did listen to her. So,
yeah,
you know,
they did.
we'll see. You know,
And Scrappy was
they
like, "Don't
wasn't
that wasn't me."
right. Scrappy want to be the friend father.
Yeah, he want to be the good cop and she the bad person. No, I feel like they just gotta give her room to figure it out. And of course, every parent wants the best for their child. But like she said, give her. You can tell she's overwhelmed. It's a lot of moving parts that you just gotta figure out and find your rhythm in. So that's just my 2 cents. That's just my
Right.
I don't know. That's crazy work. I couldn't even imagine a parent coming in and saying, "I'm taking your TV out your room."
Yeah, the TV. I don't. You know,
What?
or your microwave.
Right. You left with a microwave and a refrigerator. What is that?
Yeah. And then these days, you definitely need a phone. So can't take the phone.
But honestly, you need a car too because you, even though the drinking limit is 21, let's be for real. You're just starting out drinking. You don't know your drinking limit. Like safety, that's why I say with a car thing, I wouldn't play with it. I would let her keep that car because you can't trust everybody. You meet new people. You might think you can trust them, but you really can't. Like it's a lot of moving parts to that. So I don't know. I'm safety wise. Like you just want to get out when you need to, and you know.
Right.
But like you say, everything new, everybody new, so you don't really know them. Even though you get close to people, you know, you find your group. It's always any place, high school, college, anything. You find your group.
Right.
You kind of just, you know. So,
Okay.
but that's all I really got for love and hip hop. Anything else happened that you feel like we need to touch on?
That stood out on Love and Hip Hop. Oh my God, miserable Kendra. So remember back, they did a report, you know, claiming Jock was, you know, allegedly cheating on her because this lady, she was flailing her hands, waving her hands all in his face, and it looked like they was just too close for comfort. And see, Kendra comes in. We
Come
just
on.
need to get a divorce, right? And see, in the words of
You popping
Candy.
in. She needs to do some Tyler Perry. She would be real good for that.
Talking about my 401k, my this, my that, my that. And then she stop and do this stand like, yeah, that was a Tyler Perry move that she did.
I'm trying to tell you. That was straight Tyler Perry. I'm tired of that. But that 401k
Right.
hit job. Because that smile went from he had a straight face. He went from laughing and kicking when she was mad, but she started mentioning them that real money. His face went mute and was like, "Why you gotta take it there? No, let's keep Keep joking around. But his face
Yeah.
bad. But I feel like she gonna be another Rashida. I ain't gonna hold you. Even
To
though she
me, it just
could
seems.
leave,
Uh-huh.
I said even though she could leave now, because like she said, she young, she rich, she got money. You know what I'm saying? She can have her. She don't have to deal with him. She can go out and see what else is out there. Is my point. Um, but she said that's why I
To
wouldn't like
me, it.
insurance policy.
I'm not saying she don't love him, but I think the main reason she married him is so she can say, at least we got married, because he was only
Yes.
married once before, and then he had several, children with seven different, with different women. But now you're miserable. Now you got an issue with the kids and the moms. I mean, it's like you knew what you was getting into,
That's what
and you.
Hannah said. She
That's what
don't
who said.
say she kind of.
Right.
She was like,
She knew what she was getting into.
yeah. You know she was getting
But she married him anyway, and I mean, they broke up. They had a break, and he went and got somebody pregnant, and and she still married him. So all of that hollering that she does, it's like the production need to mute her when she come on scene. Just immediately mute her.
Cause she do. She come on all that hollering, just yelling.
She be on 30, and don't
Girl,
nothing change.
nothing at all. It's still gonna be the same.
Right.
Still gonna be with him.
hmm hmm
What are we
And she
doing?
gonna come back. Right. She gonna come back on 30 again. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Rashida number 2 coming for sure in the mix, but I'm trying to see anything else happening. No Kirk and Rashida drama this time.
Nope. They took a break.
Mhm. Even the other Zane, they took a break too.
Zell had his baby mama revealed when he
Reveal.
revealed the mother of his supposedly allegedly child.
And you can
I
see
think
Santana
see
is jealous.
I don't know if Santana is jealous because Santana didn't want to be with everybody. So
No, but he's like one of them people where he want to do his own thing, but he don't want you with nobody else. Like he still feels
mm,
about you.
right,
Not yeah, not, I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm just that's what it is.
right.
He still
Mm,
like him, but he still ain't gonna do right by him. He's still gonna do other people, but he gonna feel some type of way if he see him with anybody else. Mental illness is what you call that, ladies.
right. And then Sierra was like, "Oh, I know her. I know her. She used to come into my salon. She if Zell mess over her, she he gonna be in trouble because her family ain't gonna play. You
Mm-hmm.
know.
Yeah, she was like, you better do
So,
right by her because her family
hmm
don't play.
okay.
And she's pretty. I mean, I really don't know her personality because she didn't really say much.
hmm
I mean, she seemed like she fit in with the group. They all from the same
Yeah,
town.
right. So we'll see. And then I think this week is what the basketball wives reunion.
Yes, it is. Basketball Wives reunion. Um,
They only need one. Don't give us three.
I wish they would give us a 3 part. After
They
this
only need
season,
one.
they
They
gave it.
only need one. We don't need three.
That's it. And we don't even need a full.
Mm-mm. Give us a
Um,
good 30 minutes and that's it.
no, for real.
Yep.
So y'all, Monday we're gonna be talking about the Braxtons, Huntsville, and Teen Mom. And then Wednesday we're gonna go over Love and Hip Hop and Basketball Wives. We're gonna be on here Monday, Wednesday, 6 p.m. Central. Yeah. Those are the times. And those are the shows we doing. And then they just shift off, as more shows pop up.
Yeah.
But I appreciate y'all as always. And of course I have to end it with this. Do something for y'all. Even if it's small, real little, do something for yourself. Okay. Bye.
Bye bye.